So what I'm going to demonstrate to you today is the coolest sound system in this BMW 330 Ci. This is a 2004 E46 model. This one happens to be equipped with the performance package from BMW. But the cool thing I want to show you is on the inside. On the inside you'll notice this is entirely factory issue. We have the factory navigation system. You'll notice the familiar factory navigation screens with all the standard features. But I'm able to control the car computer directly from the buttons on the dashboard. I'll use this button next to the info button to switch displays over to the car computer. And you'll notice I'm immediately playing an audio track. This is an MP3 file, associated album cover art, track information, audio information, all the details shown in the display over here. I'm also able to navigate the tracks using the buttons on the dashboard. You can see different tracks being displayed here. For tracks that don't have an album cover, I have a BMW logo which will come up. What's really nice is that you have very, very high quality stereo sound. This is also complements, it's integrated with the factory Harman Kardon audio system. But that's not all. I can go back and take a look at the tracks. I have a listing of tracks in a folder. You manage these just like any other files in a Windows PC. I can also organize these tracks into different folders, do it by artist, by album, however you prefer. And we can go to see the other functions of this car computer. One of the cool features is the video player. By pushing the button, the round button on the right hand side of the display here, I can navigate through video tracks. I can store them in folders just like MP3 files. And I can navigate to a particular track. And just by using the dashboard controls, I'm controlling the PC in a very OEM-like experience. Now you'll see the movie begin to play on the display. What's also nice is this car is enabled with the ability to display this while the car is in motion. So your passengers can have the equivalent of in-flight entertainment. We can also control this video by spinning the wheel here. You can navigate further ahead into the track. Or I can navigate backwards by turning the knob backwards, just as you might expect. It's a very intuitive experience. I can change the luminance of the movie if I have a dark track. Well, let's stop this movie and see what other interesting features we have on the car computer. There's a bunch of diagnostic features here, such as rebooting the PC and shutting down and exploring the iBus. But I also have access to a web browser. I have a Wi-Fi antenna in the trunk that I use to connect to my home Wi-Fi network. Here you'll see that I'm able to bring up, this is the Yahoo homepage. I get weather information, news information. And I can store different URLs inside the favorites list over here and take a look at other sites. Maybe, for example, I'll go to CNET as a site, and you'll see I'm immediately able to navigate to the CNET site. So you get complete internet browsing experience with the Wi-Fi antenna. Sometimes I also connect this up to my 3G mobile telephone, and I'm able to get very high-speed downloads. You'll also have email capabilities. I can go to the Get Mail function here, and it'll download the mail from my email server. You'll see here I haven't actually checked this email account for a while. But you can see all of the details of your email and review them on the navigation screen. You can navigate to a specific message and select it, review the details. We also have some interesting functions here like a driver's log. I'll be able to keep some details, such as when I stored gas in the car, or maybe if I use the car for a business or a personal activity. Optionally, I can connect a rear camera to the PC. You might connect a USB camera to the PC and you can get a display of the rear camera on the display here. But the coolest features are basically the MP3 player and the video player. That's where I spend most of my time. The MP3 player is really cool. Getting a lot of use out of this. It's a conversation piece. Everyone who comes into the car is highly impressed with the functionality. But let's see what it looks like in the trunk. That's where all the magic happens. We'll go check out what the rear looks like of this car. And what you'll notice here is that the trunk also looks entirely factory. There's no wires hanging around, there's no boxes. Everything is fully integrated. Everything is actually stored in this compartment over here. This is normally where the CD changer sits. Over here I've installed the Windows PC. And you can see it flushly mounts inside the trunk. And anyone who took a look into this car would never realize that there's a Windows computer there. Also, looking